welcome back to the Playing with Power podcast, the issue-by-issue retrospective on Nintendo Power Magazine. You're tuning in for part 2 of September of 1995 from volume 76. You're joining us at the halfway mark-ish on page 51, the Epic Center. I am your host, Ben. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mike.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
And John.
Get swifty in here. Take off your pants. Shit on the floor. Get shifty. Swifty. There we go.
Yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Yeah.
I'm Mr. Bulldog.
What did they say? Mr. Bull Drops or something?
I don't know.
Mr. Bull Drops.
All right. Epic Center is going over RPGs again. We've got even more coverage of Chrono Trigger.
Just what we wanted.
Okay, Mike's not talking, so we're going to
Huzzah!
skip past this part
The best.
and go
Did
right
you miss
to...
the part where they talk about epics being online? Now you can play RPGs online. They said that we'll be able to have chat live with Epic fans, and Final Fantasy fans will find ongoing epic struggles between Moogles, Yetis, Dark Moogles, and other beings of fantasy.
Does it come with the smell, like a candle, so you can smell like a D&D basement? Just like...
B.O.
Smells like a gym
Cheetos,
sock.
and Mountain Dew.
Desperation.
Yeah.
Yep, so we've got Chrono Trigger, epic shots, drawings, good screenshots of the game. They tell you what the hit points are for the bosses, the strategies to use. It's a whole lot of awesomeness, good art, great game. Moving on.
I thought you said the frog only had a single sword.
In the game, like, if you look at the sprites of him in the game, he doesn't have a shield. I wonder what he does in the art.
Yeah.
Because in the game, he holds a two-handed sword.
Indeed.
Still, the art looks good.
Yep. All right. So we have another game from Koei. We have the Romance of the Three Kingdoms 4, Wall of Fire.
Oh,
Well, as long as it's
I
not...
said romancery.
No, then it's like that, what was that, Mary Kay Blige, like, you got us all in this dancery, let's get it crunkin' something.
Don't know that one.
Let's
All
get
right.
it crunkin' something.
If you like
got
looking
to
at
dance for
numbers
me.
and meticulously planning a war without the actual fun parts of it, you will
Like the
enjoy
killing.
these type of games or the action. You will enjoy those games. Moving on, we have another article on Ogre Battle, which we've already discussed. So we're going to skip right past that and go to.
I like the fact that there's an Asian guy, if you look at the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, there's an Asian guy in the middle, and he's got like a British judge wig going on.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And then the guy beside him is like Feather Loki.
Yep.
God, Mike's brain. It's just an odd journey.
So we're going to move back to where we were in the future, on page 68, with the Men of Power issue. This is talking about the two Howards, I think. Oh no, this is talking about President Arakawa. He was the guy that married the daughter of the president of Nintendo of Japan. Excuse me, and came over to the States and brought Nintendo to America. And then the newer-ish guy, this is Howard, I think, right?
Howard Lincoln.
Howard Lincoln. Yes, not Howard. God, I forgot his name already.
Hey,
been so
if he forgets to answer our calls, we forget his last name.
There you go. Howard Bowtie.
Phillips?
So,
Pretty fly for a bow tie.
I guess so, yeah.
It's Phillips, right?
Yeah, I know.
So it's an interview with
I
these
just
two guys.
I just wanted to like shun him on the show.
Burn those bridges, boys.
There we are. All right. We've already hit our peak, okay? It's all downhill. So it's an interview with these two guys, and it has a really cute photo of the two of them on a tandem bicycle. Which, it's like two executives at Nintendo, and they're riding a bike together, and Arakawa's in the back going, I wish I had been in the front. And they're sitting in one of the what's that machine called that they had hooked up? They had like a Super Nintendo hooked up in a plane.
Yeah, it's like an airport seat, an airplane seat.
Yeah. So they're sitting next to each other playing Super Nintendo on a plane seat type thing.
I like to imagine this is like a buddy cop movie.
Yeah. This is kind of a really cute like fluff article they did. So let's go over their stats here.
Okay.
So they have
Wow.
fewest favorite things. Golf course, Saheli, Issaquah, Washington. Underwear, briefs.
Yeah. Lame.
Car, his Miata.
His Miata.
His Miata. Is there a hers Miata?
Well, most of them are drag queens, so yeah.
Oh, fair enough. TV show, he says British Open, Masters. Sports team, Seattle Supersonics.
Suck it.
Drink is tonic water.
Oh.
Ugh.
What?
It's odd.
Who?
Yeah.
What? This guy. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. Wow, the next one's- yeah.
Who would have thought that in the white guy versus foreign guy buddy cop movie, the Asian guy is more white than the white guy?
Play it loud,
Just wait.
color clear. What is he, fucking Hitler?
Yeah. Hold on, we'll get there. Favorite magazine, it says Big Comics Japanese. Favorite video games, Mario Brothers, Tetris, Donkey Kong.
He actually wrote Big Jugs, but they couldn't read it in Japanese.
Nice. Let's see here. Play It Loud color is clear. Yep, we talked about that one. Says he grew up in Kyoto, Japan, a family that made its fortune in textiles, and studied engineering at MIT in Boston. Traveled around the U.S. in a Volkswagen Beetle. Let's see here. All right, Howard Lincoln. A few of his favorite things: golf course, North Coast, Manalai, Kona, Hawaii, underwear, briefs.
God, these fuckers.
Yep. These guys are both white. Okay. We've determined it. Car. Jaguar. There we are.
Jaguar, you mean?
Jaguar. TV show. Mariners baseball.
Fuck you. That's not a TV show. You fucking... Ah!
When did a sports team get its own TV show?
He's saying he likes watching the Mariners on TV.
Yeah. It's not a
Wow.
TV show, though.
He's the foreign guy. He doesn't know how to speak English.
Sports team. Seattle Mariners.
I mean, at least
Okay.
Nintendo owned them, so it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Drink. Caffeine-free Diet Pepsi.
Oh, I'd rather suck on a fucking cat's diarrhea's butthole.
Neither one of these guys has good taste in drinks.
I don't know which
one.
one is caffeine-free Diet Pepsi or tonic water.
I think
Oh my god, it's
caffeine-free
like
Diet Pepsi is
they're
worse.
having a white off.
Yeah,
I'd rather-
it's bad.
Like, baby puke.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink baby puke. Yes.
Maybe I'd consider drinking coffee rather than take up that. I'd rather take up coffee than that drink.
Magazine The Economist. Ugh. Fucking A.
Magazine, The Economist,
Actually-
video games, Tetris, and Donkey Kong.
Again, and Play It Loud color.
Well, clear. Yeah.
These guys are the
So-
same fucking person.
This guy, this explains everything. Howard grew up in Oakland, California, where he modeled for a Norman Rockwell Boy Scout poster.
Yep.
He is a literal fucking Norman Rockwell painting. So yeah, that's why he's so damn white.
In his defense, the writing in The Economist is pretty good, I will say. But
So notice,
I only buy it for the nude foldouts.
look at those stock dividends. Wow.
Oh yeah, girl, you got my returns rising.
They both like fucking clear Game Boys. Maybe it's because
Yeah.
they like seeing what's inside. I don't
that's
know.
like the best, most sought after one, right? On eBay, it's like the most expensive one.
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked into
I don't think
it.
it is.
I don't exactly buy many 25-year-old Game Boys.
So what's interesting is Howard apparently didn't add Mario Brothers to his list, where Arakawa did. I failed the test.
The
To kiss up to your
Arakawa
boss.
did like big jugs, so at least he has that going for
He
it.
did.
Yeah, well, the Mario one had too much action and plot for him to get invested in. So
I like this one. They asked them, so what do you like best about your jobs? Howard Lincoln says, I get a lot of satisfaction from watching younger employees learn about the business and grow into responsible positions.
God, I want to punch
They're
him.
the future of Nintendo. And then Arakawa says, and he says, big grin, making money.
Yeah, big ballin', big ballin',
Get
Brad.
money.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking.
He's just got a tattoo saying "Get money" on the back.
He just walks in, whips out that dick, slaps it down on the table, and goes, "Pay up, suckers." It's not like Sony's about to fuck us for the next 2 decades.
Yeah. So they do kind of fluff questions about the N64, about, sort of vague news for it. They'd mentioned that they're having a Star Wars title for the N64, which is Shadows of the Empire. And let's see here. George
I like the fact that
is
they're
very
playing-
excited to be working with the technology that allows for true seamless 3D experience, which is interesting. What'd you say, Mike?
They're both playing Cruisin' USA, which is a better game on an arcade system rather than a Nintendo system. So they're just like, when we want to play real games, we go to the arcade.
Cruising, yeah.
They asked them what their first game they ever played was. Arakawa says Space Invaders. Howard Lincoln says, we also thought Clue Clue Land was going to be a huge arcade hit. And it says a week after introducing our test location reporter, take it just 3 quarters.
You did not read that market well.
And so their first Nintendo game was Radar Scope, and they thought it was very good, but it didn't do very well. Then we got Donkey Kong, and I didn't know what to think, if it was good or bad, and it was the biggest game ever.
I think Howard, he thought he tested it in the South, but when they found out it was in KKK land, that's when they just really stopped playing it.
He's from Oakland.
Yeah, but he estimated that the gamers would be into it.
I see.
He's not playing it. He's trying to make other people play it. Anyway,
All right, let's move on here. It's mostly fluff, but it's a fun little article. Class information. What we have, John?
Cybernator, which isn't generic. Free napalm, everyone's favorite code. Except for the Vietnamese, not big there. All right, Fatal Fury special. Hidden fighters, so you can make it so your opponent can't see which fighter you selected. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Whatever.
Pac-Man 2 has pattern test where you can see all the animation shots of Pac-Man. So basically, if you want to see what Pac-Man can do, but you don't want to play the fucking game, then you can skip that part and just see, oh, look at the faces Pac-Man can make. And back to the video game store with you.
And they
rental done.
Posted all the level passwords for Indiana Jones. Bonus Samurai and Samurai Showdown. Lion King, there's a level skip for the Game Boy. Final Fantasy Legend 2 bonus sounds. Oh, God. Don't stop now. World Herpes 2 Jet has another boss code. All right, Mask the Game. Madcap Cool Cat. This was mine. We talking?
And? Yeah,
And?
I'm listening.
It's really so there's two aspects. The way that the mask moves around is it's you play the entire game as Jim Carrey in the super frenetic with his mask on mode. So they've taken a lot of stuff because it's weird because he's only in that mode for maybe 2 minutes in the actual movie or whatever.
Yeah, they should have mixed it up where you have Ipkiss trying to get around getting to the mask because he keeps losing it.
That would be really cool if you had to earn your way to the mask each level. But no, but it is pretty cool. If you lose your health down to 0%, it the mask, he takes the mask off and you turn into Ipkiss, and you have to get some health back before you can earn the mask back. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's like his moves and like it has a lot of just stuff from the movie. Like you see where he like pulls out all the guns and like stuff. Yeah, that's like one of the super moves. The problem is the super moves use up a lot of your energy, so like you end up just doing this weak ass punch constantly. But there's like sorry.
Oh, you get to see the landlady as a boss.
Yeah, she's like she's that blind old lady with her shotgun.
And you get to see the mask like scream out his skull and eyes and tongue.
That's from the movie. That's a screenshot from the movie.
Yes, with a health bar and a money count. I forgot that part of the movie.
Wait, what are you talking about? I thought you were talking about bottom of page 77.
Page 76.
What?
76. That's definitely a shot from the movie.
Oh wait, 79. Page 79 of the the magazine.
Yeah. So that's only like for a second. It's weird that they screen grabbed. They were able to screen grab it really fast. But the way you move through the levels is really interesting too. Like it's big on like if there's a crack in the floor, you're supposed to hit it with your sledgehammer, and it like lets you drop down. If there's a grate anywhere in a wall, you can like transport through the grate. Like it's weird. You like it acts like
so you're like T-1000.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. You like disappear into it and like pop out another area, and it really starts to use that as the game goes further on. I played the first level and then watched the final boss because I was like curious to see, and like the final boss, you're like going all over the place like through these vents and stuff. It is a little weird though. Like you play the final boss guy, the mobster when he in the movie when he puts on the mask.
And yet you keep your mask?
Yeah, so like you both have the mask on at the same time. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's kind of
so
critical.
the boss.
Though there is like there's a
mask.
digitized camera Diaz like tied up in the corner. So I just would be like, just leave her tied up, you know?
Get to replay that bondage video she made.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah, before she got into Hollywood, she made a bondage video.
I was not aware of this.
Ben's like, to the internet!
I'll
be back. Send it to Loveliner. He'd love it.
Yeah. So, is it on a dirty mattress?
Wasn't it like in a warehouse or something?
It doesn't play. I've never seen it, so I don't know. It doesn't play all that great. Like the controls are not great, but like it is kind of like an oddball platformer. So it's worth. I mean, if like you're a Mask fan, like I would actually say it's like worth checking out. It doesn't play great though, and it's not a very long game.
Do you get to play as Milo?
I don't think so. No.
Wow, that's bullshit.
You can write them a letter.
Yeah, you should have done this right like 20 years ago.
So have you seen like recent interviews with Jim Carrey?
Where he's lost his goddamn mind?
Yeah, yes. And there was that Netflix thing he put out about like what he went through when he made the Man on the Moon movie. Like he went too method into Andy Kaufman, and like apparently like Danny DeVito was like on the set and told him to fuck off because he was like or douchebag to him like Latka was or whatever his name was.
Coffin.
I'm gonna be method, so I'm gonna find Danny DeVito and torture the fuck out of him.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Like he obviously never wanted that level of fame. Like it. I mean, he seems like he's okay now, but his interviews are all weird. Like I don't know where he's at mentally.
I just saw like a recent Norm Macdonald has like a YouTube show, and he had him on for like a long form interview. It's like an hour long. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to like maybe the first like 20 minutes though. And he's doing. It's just weird because he's doing his normal like sort of slapstick goofiness of like playing with whatever props he can and making faces and stuff. But like you hear him talk and it's like super like existential, like almost depressing.
Yeah, I don't.
Like Norm asks him like about like his early career and like this walk through kind of like how you got to where you are kind of thing. And Jim Carrey's first response is like, "Well, I'm not even here. there is no me.
Yeah, he's...
You know?
Yeah.
And so Norm, like, he did a really good job of like, oh, well, we can just talk about the career then. You know, I have to talk about you. And then so Jim Carrey starts to talk about his career, like, in third person kind of thing. Oh. They both start talking about him in, like, third person. Okay, a boy comes from Canada and goes and works in show business, you know. It was just, like, super odd.
And Norm's like, well, I guess a host has no guest.
Yeah, it's just, like, super weird. I'm like, this guy is, like, totally lost himself. He has no idea who he is.
Yeah.
He just has no clue.
I don't think it's quite that bad. I just think... Yeah.
He's just committing to a character where he's just like, I'm going to be super existential mega hippie. I'm going to rock that beard for as much credit as I can get from it.
I don't know.
I just don't know.
He's a weird dude.
Yeah.
He's got problems.
So enjoy that while you're playing The Mask. All right. Speaking of celebrities that had problems, Bruce Lee, the story.
Mike?
Yep, I played this game. It's a fighter game. I'm not good at those. Mm-hmm. And I just got beat up by the sailor with a chain in the first movie. In the first... I can't even call it a level. It's just like, oh, I'm fighting basically... who the hell... Oh, yeah, the guy from 2000 Leagues Under the Sea. What was... No, not Kurt Russell. No, fuck. What was his name? Why the hell is my phone buzzing? Go away. What the hell was that guy from 2000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Vin Diesel.
From 2000 Leagues Under the Sea, the guy that played the sailor that was on Nemo's ship.
Mel Brooks.
God damn you. Anyway, some sailor dude.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Kunta Kinte.
No, he's that really old actor. He's still alive. He was Spartacus.
Martin Freeman?
What the fuck off? You're
Martin
not even
Freeman.
trying. Anyway, that's a fighting game. It sucks.
Hugh Jackman.
Yep. I saw this game, and it's got cutscenes from the movie, which I would probably watch. And you get to see the sailor.
Douglas.
He whips a chain, and it has longer range than my fist, so he fucks me up.
Kirk Douglas.
That's it. Yeah, basically, I get my ass kicked by Kirk Douglas. And I really wish the final boss in the Bruce Lee story was an aspirin, but I don't think I'm that lucky.
I don't get it.
That's what he died of.
Too much aspirin?
No, he had like an allergic reaction to an aspirin.
I thought he had like cancer or something.
What? No.
I think he died of Chuck. I thought he died of Chuck Norris.
Did he have like AIDS or something?
Oh my god. No. I mean, son of a bitch, now you're making me go to Wikipedia.
Bruce Lee death.
There's a 3-player match in here? Holy crap.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Do you get to play like a spectator?
So
No, it's 3 Bruce Lees just beating the shit out of each other. That's like Chuck Norris's wet dream.
Yeah, I don't understand this. When a third blue-clad Bruce Lee appears, get ready for a Fists of Fury flurry. You can all-out fight or team up with another player to vanquish the remaining Bruce Lee. Remember, though, that coming in second is the same as finishing third. Don't be too helpful to help your partner, or the dragon may turn around and bite you. That is just madhouse. That looks amazing.
Okay,
So,
yeah, Bruce Lee had like a cerebral edema and was given aspirin and a tranquilizer, and yes, like, but no, aspirin wasn't what killed him. It just like thinned his the blood clot or whatever.
didn't think he died from aspirin.
No.
I'm like, I've seen this movie. He didn't die from aspirin, did he? He had some sort of disease.
No, he had an allergic reaction to the tranquilizer meprobamate, the main ingredient in Equagesic.
Not aspirin.
Well, it was given to him with an aspirin, so...
That doesn't mean it's fucking aspirin's fault! God damn it!
Oh, right, we forgot that you work for the aspirin board.
You know, Michael Jackson died from fentanyl, but technically there was a needle too, so he died from a needle.
I have big aspirin in my pocket.
So
Did
this
you
is
just walk away from the microphone?
I had no idea. I think he walked to go get a beer. So this is just a fighting
I
game?
enraged him that much. He literally walked away from the microphone while mumbling, while muttering my death threats.
No, I walk away from the microphone because I'm getting in my car to drive to fucking Canada and strangle you.
Oh, man. By the way, note to any listeners, if anyone wants like a free high five from us, if someone could put together a supercut of every time John has threatened to drive to Canada and kill Mike, that would be awesome. Just put all those together.
I'm just gonna post an Instagram thing, and I would drive 500 miles, and I would drive 500.
Put my hands around his throat,
just to kill,
just to
Mike.
beat Mike.
Just to be the man that walked 1,000 miles to shove you through your door.
Da, la, da, da, la, da.
Da, da, da.
So I thought this game was sort of like a fighting game, the same way that like Final Fight is, or Streets of Rage, or Double Dragon kind of thing. So this is just a one-on-one fighter. Mike?
Yeah. From my experience, I don't have another friend, so I
And
couldn't test out the 3-player.
The only person you can play as is Bruce Lee, though. You can't play as any other characters.
Nope, there was
why
no
would you
stage
play as
select.
Any other characters? You're fucking Bruce Lee is your option.
No, you're Bruce Lee. Why would you want to be anything
Yeah,
else?
exactly.
Yes, there's 2-player, and yes, you can both play as Bruce Lee. This is so ridiculous.
Answering the important questions.
This game is ridiculous. So it's based on the movie, which is semi-biographical, if I could spit it out. And it goes through like one fight at a time. So you're fighting the sailors, then you're fighting a chef, then you're fighting a practice thing, wooden thing. You're fighting a kickboxer, you're fighting a guy at a gym. And then what is this? Golden Harvest. He's fighting some chick with a staff. I don't think that was in the movie. Here's an extra match not found in the movie. Bruce must battle a staff-wielding female acrobat. Soon a partner joins to double-team Bruce. Yeah, okay. Let's see here.
Just like the aspirin and the tranquilizer.
Yeah, so it basically tries to follow the movie with a series of fights, but it also has a versus mode, but you can only play as Bruce Lee? What a weird game.
Wikipedia just told me that a porn star died. August Ames, a Canadian pornographic actress and model. She was married to Kevin Moore, pornography producer for director and director for
this?
Evil Angel. Because one of the movies, or one of her movies here is Titty Attack 8.
You go down weird tangents when you look up how Bruce Lee died, my friend.
It's what showed up as trending, because she just died like today.
All right, squirt one out for your homie.
One of my fellow Canadians.
Let's move on to Counselor's Corner, where we have Mike King here, giving us news about Ogre Battle.
Yeah, Ryan Bornemeyer. Yeah, there's some similarities. And he says, how do I befriend a character? And it says that you can, persuasion spell, a.k.a. roofie, can increase the numbers within your ranks.
And then we have the lead singer of Counting Crows, giving us tips about Secrets of the Stars.
Telling us how to enter Jeep Volcano, which is like the first level of the game, which shows you how fun this game is.
That guy from the Counting Crows is like so ugly and has that stupid ass haircut, and yet has dated like some of the hottest chicks in like music in Hollywood.
Chicks like musicians,
It's
man.
crazy. Yeah.
And then in the middle for
podcasting, we picked the wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And
you're
then
married
we-
at least to a nice lady, but Mike and I picked the wrong.
Yes. not going to get any ladies from this, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the city of Decatur, it shows how to get into the city, and the last insert, without any context, just has someone in front of two kids saying, hee hee hee, just watch. So, that's terrible.
We have Jack McBrayer telling us about Blackthorn. And nice lady Sue Nelson telling us about Donkey Kong Land. And she has a helmet for hair.
Nice lady!
Why did they color the cube around her in the same exact color as her shirt?
I know
Who
decision.
knows?
It's so friggin' grainy. It looks like these people are posing in front of stereograms.
Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, next up we've got Super Game Boy Classics, more Game Boy games of arcade game ports. We
Yep.
have Galaxian and Galaga.
I had that. I made it about 30 seconds in. I realized these games should never have been on the Game Boy.
Moving on. Alright, Game Boy Play It Loud series. Finally, they featured the advertisements for the Play It Loud Game Boy Color campaign that the readers have sent in. So we've got some funny and interesting and somewhat disturbing ones. So, Mike, why don't you walk us through this?
Well, for Mike Phillips from Ogden, Utah, has a picture of a military green Game Boy with a picture of a chicken leg on it, and it says, "Chicken? Game Boy, the most intense portable system available. An awesome library of 250 of more than killer games. And now in 5 gnarly colors, guaranteed to strike fear in the hearts of parents. What's wrong? You're not yellow, are you? Play it yellow loud." And then we got Brendan Lee from Wheaton, Illinois, saying, with a kid who spray painted his Game Boy to make it red. And it says, "There's a better way to make your Game Boy a little bolder. Introducing the Play It Loud series, a whole new perspective on portable gaming. 5 trippin' new colors, a carrying case to keep crud out of your packs, and you won't drip paint on the rug. Play it loud in the 5 colors there are."
It's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool mock-up, the way he did it. Like,
Yeah.
he did that
Yeah,
photo
it's
technique
Nintendo-
where only the red shows up in the photo.
Yeah, he did good. It's worthy of being in Nintendo Power Magazine. And then Laura Schumacher just went totally manga and has a blonde girl in a field of sunflowers
I wish she got
saying,
totally
"Play it
hentai.
yellow." Well, if she did go hentai, then there'd be even more yellow coming out from And then someone went biblical, and we see the hands of God saying, "First there was Game Boy, then there were colors, and they were cool." And that's by Luke Ballard from Elba, New York, and that's pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
And then Brian Shattuck from Crocker, Montana, has
That's Missouri.
what's green, Missouri?
Missouri.
What green and is and isn't cool on the side, so, grammar's a little confusing. Then we see a green Game Boy, and it says cool, and then not cool is broccoli. Then cool, another green Game Boy, and not cool is a moldy piece of bread. I don't think so. Then we get to see green, cool Game Boy, and then not even close, poison ivy, and leading to an arrow. That would be super cool. Mm-hmm. And then we got play it cool, play it green, play it loud, Game Boy. And then we have a picture of Larry King live. Which, who are these guys? Is that Al Gore
It's Al Gore and Ross Perot.
Yeah, and it got Al Gore with a yellow tie, a yellow mug, and a yellow yellow hair, and he's saying, "The people want to play it yellow."
Put it in their lockbox.
Then we got Ross Perot like, "Green is clearly the superior color for Game Boy. It's the color of the master race, damn it."
He wasn't racist. He was just crazy. There's difference.
And that's by Rob Levin from Levittown, New York. And then Jerry Dillingham from Henderson, KY Jelly says, "Pop quiz. What's the one thing these two have in common? We see a clear Game Boy and a smiling baby.
They're both
Super
buried
cute.
in my backyard. Oh, no, wait. Okay, that's not it. I was wrong.
I got tired of fucking them.
They're both filled with my semen.
The answer to the question is they both have nothing to hide. The clear Game Boy, just one of the 5 new Game Boys from the exciting Play It Loud series. And then, as a great answer to the clear Game Boy, we see a clear person strapped to a table. Apparently, I thought he was holding VHS tapes, but no, he's mounted to what is a wall or a floor with buttons on it. And we get to see his brain, his eyes, his teeth, some gears and shit. This is a really cool clear robot by Ariana Clapton from Revelstoke, British Columbia. And it looks pretty darn good. And then we just have someone who took Glacius and put a Game Boy in his hand, and it just says beyond cool, constantly repeated. And this lazy effort was given to us by Michael Livermon from Escondido, California. And then Morgan Luthi went super fucking morbid. I love this guy. And we see a regular Game Boy in the ground 6 feet under, while other Game Boys are bent over mourning it, saying, "As we say goodbye to the old, we must always remember to play it loud." And then there's a tombstone behind them says Sega. And that's from Morgan Luthi from Davis, California. So that's pretty damn bold. I like it.
I have family in Davis. That's cool. All right. Next section is the Players Poll contest, and it's the best one yet. You could win.
It is not the best one yet.
Hold on. Only 5 winners could make it. 5? It used to be 50. Wow. 5 winners can win a Nintendo Power t-shirt.
That has to be a misprint. They give out 50 shirts every month.
Maybe they were running out.
Maybe. Yeah. Then second prize, you could win a Virtual Boy. And then first prize, you can win a Virtual Boy and go to Nintendo headquarters to pick it up. So you travel to the headquarters of Nintendo of America in Redmond, Washington. Take home a Virtual Boy and selection of game packs. See what's happening behind the scenes at Nintendo of America. Play the latest games. Test the latest products.
You know the Virtual Boy was discontinued before even 12 months after its release? That's impressive. I was watching a video about it today.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Nice. The gaming historian, the videos are pretty good.
Yeah, that's the one I was watching, actually.
Yeah, he does a really nice job.
So
yeah, that's interesting. All right. Yes, I wasn't being serious when I said it was the best ever, by the way.
What is the best one they've had?
Oh gosh. We'd have to go back and look.
There was that really awesome like baseball one, but then they canceled the season, so that person got screwed.
Wasn't there one where you won like
the mask? The Mask
RoboCop's
2
car?
Yeah, but
there was the one with the mask.
Wasn't it like RoboCop 2's car? You go to the set, you get to hang out, and you won the car.
I think one was like $10,000 or something, like, or scholarship or something.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, to me the mask was the best one. Was where you get to go to the set of the Mask 2, which never happened.
No, there definitely were Mask sequels.
No, that was Son of the Mask.
Just not with Jim Carrey.
Just not ones worth watching.
Anyway, there's some challenges. No one cares. All right. Anything of note?
They make fun of the guy that had a really blurry NBA Jam photo.
I thought that was like a Sasquatch photo.
And it says, something was bumping this photographer.
He has Tourette's, okay?
Yeah, I thought that
and that's a pretty impressive score considering. I mean, that's the Parkinson's challenge there.
He put the shakes on him. All right. Castlevania Dracula X. Simon Belmont returns to the Super NES, and his legendary role is Tenacious D in an all-new adventure.
Didn't you play Richter?
Classic game design, good graphics, and good challenge, but music varies in quality and the small hero character. I guess they
What?
I don't think so.
I like
his
a small.
characters.
I like a small, like, because then there's more room on the screen for shit.
That's a weird
Yeah.
complaint.
That's a good. He's well proportioned. I can
He's
see
very
the insert
well
right there.
proportioned. You can see him perfectly fine.
All right, Ben.
That's a weird
tell me.
complaint.
Tell me about Doom.
Bloodthirsty aliens have invaded the moons of Mars. Trying to stop them may lead to your doom. Excellent game design. Good, but bloody graphics. Fast scrolling, great sound effects and music, challenging and fun. If you've never played Doom, you're missing out on an experience that will shape the future of video games. However, several of the stages from the original Doom are missing.
Oh, okay, this one was missing him too. All right.
The graphics aren't quite as good as they are on a good computer monitor. If you've already thrashed Doom on your PC, this game won't provide any new thrills.
Someone had posted something on like build, like on one of the PC build subreddits, where like their friend had texted them like why their computer wasn't running very well, and they like cut to a shot of the back of it, and they were like, there was a graphics card installed, but they like were totally using the VGA to like the onboard, like.
Oh, nice.
It's just, I don't know, something about the graphics on the.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something where you see like the entire inside of the computer is spider cocoons.
All right.
Or the graphics card was on fire, which has happened to me before.
And then we, it's on fire.
My feet are on fire.
We got Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, and that one has some unique options and tactics for a tournament fighter.
Let's see what
really
options. Let's see what slant they put on it.
Options. Which Bruce Lee do you get to be? You got so many options of one man. Up to 3 players, all Bruce Lee. Fairly challenging, even in the 1-player mode. Well, challenging, yeah, I suppose. I'm not that great at it, so. The graphics are nothing special, however, although some of the moves look cool.
Alright, Galaga Galaxian. Why would you bother? What's next?
Great reproductions, excellent use of Super Game Boy enhancements. Was it? And 2-player modes.
The one thing that was kind of cool on the Super Game Boy, apparently the borders are the original borders that were on like the arcade cabinets. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But
and it says simple, repetitive play.
Yep.
Although fun.
Alright, Ben, what happened with golf, according to them?
Golf for Virtual Boy says hit the links with Virtual Boy, the most realistic golf game that never leaves a divot. And they said good sense of 3D, excellent controls. However, only one course.
Did you know the Virtual Boy was actually a 32-bit processor?
I think I did, actually.
But because it had to render 2 screens at the same time, like, and all the other gimmicky stuff, like, but it was theoretically on par, like, with, you know.
They had to use the power for other things, in other words,
yeah.
to get it, the effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that epilepsy mode don't come cheap. Killer Instinct. The smash hit from the arcades comes home in an awesome rippin' killer pack for the Super NES. Who says miracles don't happen? And it says the best tournament fighting game ever for the Super Nintendo. Gee, I wonder where that bias came from. Excellent graphics, challenge, fun, sound, the Super NES Game of the Year. However, not an exact arcade replica.
Let's see, for the mask, the man with the magical mask is smoking in this action-packed platform game from THQ. Smoke animation that brings the character of Mask to life. Some great comic moves taken from the movie with good sound. The AI is simple and some of the maze areas are confusing. Blah.
NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
On
now
Game
you
Boy.
can for Game Boy, sorry. Now you can slam and jam with NBA Jam Tournament Edition anywhere you go. Very good play control and graphics, passwords, secret codes. However, no Super Game Boy enhanced features and no 2-player option.
Oh my god, how do they make a NBA Jam that's not 2 players? Ugh, fuck that.
Terrible. That's just terrible.
That's just terrible. A horrible, terrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
TRBL. Terrible.
And then Primal Rage. When ancient gods fight for the right to rule Earth, people may end up as snacks.
Look at the
It's
Derposaurs fighting.
This is for Game Boy, by the way.
It's the derpy T-Rex versus the derpy T-Rex, but a slightly paler version. I'm a motherfucking T-Rex. Good graphics, easy to learn and win. And no Super Game Boy features, however, and not very challenging.
All right, Red Alert for PC. Play Command & Conquer on
Yeah,
PC.
Red Alert. Yeah, Red Alarm.
For Virtual Boy. It says Virtual Boy rockets into futuristic conflict when chaos reigns, and Red Alarm is humanity's last hope. It says excellent sense of 3D, fast, challenging, however, lack of solid surfaces for spatial references.
Yeah, you get lost in all the wires.
That was your complaint.
That's a very specific complaint, and true.
Is that
The negative is go play Red
away
Alert.
from me or up at me? We don't know.
Is it inside me? I cannot tell.
Is it part of me? Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, go play Red Alert. Better game. Mm-hmm. Albert Einstein kills Hitler. What more do you want?
While drinking some Code Red.
And Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Code Red's not around anymore, is it?
It's gotta be. No, it's gotta be still around.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be around.
Doesn't it make
somewhere.
like hillbillies sterile and shit?
Well, that's a benefit.
Get some to Trump.
Free Code Red for every Roy Moore supporter. We'll personally send you a gallon each.
Drink
Romance
Code Red.
of-
It's the drink of people that try to get there before the other red wave arrives.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms for Wall of Fire. Nothing to do with Johnny Cash.
To a giant wall of fire. Burn, burn, burn.
And the rating won't get higher. Koei's newest historical RPG takes you back to China in the 3rd century when the two mighty warlords try to unite a shattered empire.
Oh, so fucking excited. Why do they bother releasing this in America? 24
Excellent graphics.
megabits. 24 megabits. What an odd... Alright, okay, alright.
Excellent graphics and sound for this type of game. Oh, you mean it just sounds like someone playing like a one-string guitar with like a sound of water pouring down a bamboo pole? Dong, 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 dong. Anyway, excellent graphics and sound for this type of game. The best menu selection system from Koei to date. Oh, great, more menus. Thank you. Complex strategies, replay value, lasting interest. What kind of sentence is lasting interest? Anyway, the historical period may seem obscure to many Americans.
No shit. Alright, Pack Watch.
It's basically Dynasty Warriors if you wanted to play it from the most boring angle of that.
EA is bringing us NHL 96, I guess. So yay!
Oh, hold on, you didn't go through what the editors' picks were.
Oh, sorry.
They really, 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 really loved Killer Instinct,
And nobody liked the mask.
And they
and
thought
they also,
golf was good too. Yeah.
yep,
And for some reason they like Galaga and Galaxian. Whatever.
Castlevania, Dracula X, and Doom, but they really liked Killer Instinct.
And only one guy liked Red Alarm.
That guy's awesome.
Sucker.
All right.
That was
Sorry.
good job, Jeff.
All right. EA, like I said, NHL 96 is coming. They've got a screenshot of the Canucks home ice. It was like 3 or 4 logos ago. So yay. All right. And then what do we have? Lost Vikings 2 is coming, as well as Defender and Joust to the Game Boy, which I was on pins and needles. Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Final Edition, which okay, that's not a confusing name. And then I can't read these words because it's like a fucking Jerry Garcia acid trip. So
Virtual League Baseball
whatever
for Virtual Boy. It's baseball for Virtual Boy.
Demolition Man, where every power up
It makes sense when you read it in Garcia Vision.
every power up is Taco Bell inspired.
Yeah.
And Super Return of the Jedi is coming to the Game Boy. Let's see.
Nope.
Didn't make it.
Return to the video
don't
store.
Play it.
No.
Yeah.
It's return to the game store.
Let's see. They have something called Monster Dunk, Urban Strike, Super Bomberman 3, Jimmy Houston's Bass Tournament USA, Mortal Kombat 3,
Lee Carvasso's
MechWarrior 3.
putting challenge. There we go.
Yep.
Monster Dunk.
PGA
Also
Tour
brought to
International.
you by Taco Bell.
Shaq Fu for Game Boy is coming out. Oh boy.
Wayne Gretzky hockey, which is funny because you can't win unless you're in Edmonton.
Batman Forever for Game Boy.
Only Canadians will get that joke. Only 90s Canadians.
Prehistoric Man for Super Nintendo. Incantation. Power Pigs of the Apocalypse. There's no way that game was made. There's no way. Wiz Realm
It's
Oscar?
sold big in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it says the two new titles that may fall into the same bottomless well.
Oh, listen to this.
Incantation and Power Pigs of the Apocalypse. Yeah, they're
Listen to
basically saying
this.
these aren't coming up.
Yeah, listen to this fucking lie. Rumors of the demise of Star Fox 2 have been greatly exaggerated.
Oh, snap, son.
Oh.
It'll come out eventually in like 25 years when we
It's
make a virtual Super Nintendo or like whatever the fuck they're selling. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're saying
Alright,
the release day is
let's
most
see,
likely in the
coming
first
next
half of 1996.
I can't wait to see them take that
All
back.
right. What do we have coming down the pipe at us?
Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, looking good.
Bam. Snap, son.
Oh, Secret of Evermore.
Isn't that a show on CW?
Obviously not, because otherwise I would have just like sensed that.
All right. And then Batman Forever with some sort of lizard dance going on.
Oh my god, it looks like Robin from the fucking 60s Adam West Batman that got injected into this game with some guy shackled to a wall. And Robin's like threatening to tase him with some electric lightning thing.
And also Mega Man 7 Vertical Force and Civilization. They're putting Civilization. Oh my god, love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right.
All right. And then they're advertising again about the Virtual Boy and their connection with Blockbuster Video. You can go try it for just $10. You can rent the Virtual Boy itself.
Yeah, but you get a $10
along with 2 games.
You get a $10 coupon for your Virtual Boy, so it pays for itself, suckers.
Yep.
Bam.
Pretty much.
That actually is kind of cool. Like,
Oh.
you get to try it out for free, effectively, if you buy a Virtual Boy after playing it.
And if you're a Nintendo Power subscriber, you can get a third Virtual Boy game at Blockbuster Video for free.
Holy shit! How do they prove that?
I wonder why this business model didn't work. It's like they didn't make any money or anything.
Let's put it out on the floor so a kid can stuff it in his backpack and run out.
I see no drawbacks with this.
And then his friend can buy it from him. All right.
All
We
right.
have the
I
get
think that's
on
the
it.
end of the show here.
We have the get on it ad yet again.
Yep. With the mysterious ooze in a teenager's room. All right. That's kind of all we have. If you want to reach out to us in between episodes, just go to our website. It's got all the links on it. playingwithpowerpodcast.com. All of our old episodes are on there.
Yeah, we don't
We're on
gate our
Facebook.
shit. You can like listen to the first episode if you want to be bored, and then you can go to episode 8 when I joined, and then it's fun.
You can find links to our Facebook page on there, Twitter, iTunes, if you want to go give us a rating and review, and of course our Patreon. Thanks again to our Patreon donors. We thanked them in the first half. I'll go ahead and thank them again for helping us out and paying for our hosting for this year. We are paid up.
Huzzah!
And for our host, not only our hosting, but also our domain name. So we really appreciate it. You guys were able to fund the entire thing for us. And this is the first time where we haven't had to fork over our own money. So I really appreciate it.
And if you want to get in touch with us, the best way is probably the Facebook group. So find us on Facebook. Pretty active on there.
Indeed.
And if you want the show to reach the conclusion of Nintendo Power and not just come to a sudden and unexpected stop, join the people on the Patreon.
This is a one man's quest to do something that the other two hosts have no interest in doing.
Yeah, it'll just be the Mike show at that point.
Yeah. It'd be like space Mike, coast to coast.
One man, one magazine, talking into space.
Hey guys, remember all those obscure like 80s music references that no one else gets? Like, let's talk about that for 3 hours.
He just like stumbles upon like one RPG and wakes up 5 hours later. Oh my gosh, I haven't even flipped to the second page.
Oh, I
got lost retelling the whole story of the game.
Yeah. I couldn't
All
imagine a mic-only podcast.
I think he'd go insane. I think he'd lose himself. We'd never pull him out of it.
He'd pull a Carrie. He'd be like Carrie doing Kaufman.
Yeah.
Am I even here? I mean, like, am I even here, or am I just the universe observing myself subjectively?
Among those thoughts and many more on your next episode of Playing with Power. It's been a pleasure joining you, everyone.
It has.
And I got some good news from Sheldon. We just got updated on the Facebook page. We have now reached 1,000 Facebook followers.
For great.
Woohoo! For the graveyard shift, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we reached 1,000 followers too.
Yeah,
Oh, yay!
Because we paid for it.
So what happens when someone gives you free money to advertise on Facebook?
Thanks, Sheldon's sister.
Brandon's sister.
Oh, Sheldon's sister. Oh, yeah, Brandon's sister, right.
Thanks, Brandon's sister.
Yeah, thanks,
Shall
Meg.
remain nameless.
I'll beep that out then.
I don't care.
She doesn't either. Leave it. Fuck cares.
All right. If you want to hear more from Ben and John, we are going to be each guesting on Mike's other podcast, The Graveyard Shift. I'm on there, I think, let's see, the first week of December. John's on there the second week of December.
Mine's hilarious.
This episode's...
I'll say that much. I'll vouch for it.
This episode, I think we're currently recording, is going to air on the 22nd, so it would have already aired by this point. So if you haven't heard them yet, go and check them out.
Yeah, we should emphasize it's the Graveyard Shift Horror with Sheldon and Mike, because someone heard about us, tried to find us, and instead found apparently there's an evangelical podcast called The Graveyard Shift.
That makes sense.
And they listened to somebody talk about like the return of Christ for like an hour, and they're just like, why the fuck would anyone do this to me? And then when they went to our page to bitch at us, then they realized, it's the Horror with Sheldon and Mike, okay. And then they listened to that episode and they liked it.
Well, at least hopefully they found Jesus. All right.
Yeah, pro tip for all you kids out there is trying to start a podcast: don't choose a name that everyone else has already used. It makes people impossible to find your content.
We've done this twice. We know.
Yet somehow Mike didn't learn from his...
I know. He didn't learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all we have. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ben.
I'm Mike.
And I'm sorry.
And I'm playing with power.
Entertainment System.